Welcome to Habit Ed. I am really excited about this one specifically because we're talking about choosing the right habit. And that can be so hard sometimes because sometimes we don't know what to do. And then other times, there's so many things we want to do, we don't know where to start. So I'm giving you a framework to help you process through that. Now, you'll notice in this email, if you look down, you're going to see a lot of content around different types of habits. So there's multiple focus areas, multiple habits, and if you look at this, it's going to feel overwhelming. While I'm about to give you a framework to help you navigate this. So the main question I want you to ask yourself is, where do I focus my attention? Where do I focus my attention? That's the main thing that you're going to be thinking about, because though there are multiple habits, we want you to really be able to focus in. And I'm going to encourage you. I know some of you may be thinking, I want to do like 3 or 4 habits. I want to encourage you to choose one habit. That's it. You can always add more in the future, but start with one. The thing about if you start with many, the chances of you failing and stopping altogether are very high. But if you start with one, you can build upon it. And then over time, you start to see that you're stacking those habits. So start with one habit. So we're going to start here. Focus areas that interest you. This is where we're going to start. So in the documents below, look at them. Here's an example here. Focusing on 3 focus areas. Which ones interest you? You don't have to think too deeply into this. Just look at it and see which ones really do interest you, and then go ahead and circle them. After you do that, you're going to move into habits that interest you. You're going to look at this, look at the habits, which ones interest you, which one are you considering to do. There's a lot of them, but this will at least give you a step in the right direction to figure out what you need to focus on. So here's an example. You got those 3 focus areas, narrowing it down to 8 different habits. Once you answer that, you're going to go into habits that address needs you have this season. Great question to ask yourself. There's a lot of things you want to focus on, but some habits you want to work on may be relevant for the next season. Figure out the habits that are really, really relevant for this season, and that can help you narrow down the list even more. So this went from 8 to 5. Then the last question really is habits you can start doing today. Now, when we think about habits we can start doing today, sometimes we believe we can do something today, but reality is we can't. And the better question to this is, what are habits you can start doing right now? Literally right now. You finish watching this video, looking at that list, what can you literally start right now? Such a great question to ask, because you want to make sure any habit you add to your life, you give yourself a high chance for success. And the lower it is on the activation energy to start it, the better it'll be for you. And that's something we're going to talk about in next week's blog. So habit you can start off right now, today. Look into that. And that narrows it down to 2. Got one here, read your goals daily. Another one, celebrate one thing every day. So the last thing is a habit choice. And this is where you choose the habit you want to focus on. And for this example, we're saying celebrate one thing every day. So this is what I want you to think about when you're choosing the right habit. So for you, there might be a specific habit you want to dive into. This will help you narrow down your focus. So the examples I gave you are just examples. There may be habits you want to focus on, or a habit you want to focus on that's not on the list, but this is at least a starting point for you to really see where you want to go, and hopefully inspires you to pick a habit that really is relevant for you in this season. So that is it for now. Until next time, hopefully you have a great day.